Back in August, Oregon Governor Tina Kotek created a new task force with the goal of coming up with ideas to fix downtown Portland. The Central City Task Force is made up of dozens of business and community leaders in Portland and more people on subcommittees tackling specific issues. They're charged with articulating a compelling vision and developing a set of near-term achievable strategies to revitalize the economic future of Portland's Central City by the end of 2023. The task force met 3 times over the last few months to discuss ideas, and in just over a week, they're set to give their recommendations at the Oregon Business Plan Summit. Tonight, we're hearing more about those discussions with 2 members of the Livable Neighborhoods Committee advising the task force. They work on ideas for cleaning up Central City neighborhoods. Frank Moscow is the founder of Adopt One Block. It's an organization that provides people with trash cleanup supplies and encourages you to keep your own neighborhood clean. He told us there are a lot of good ideas being floated, but he's worried that the root causes of some of Portland's problems aren't being tackled, especially when it comes to trash.
First of all, I think the jurisdictions need to own up to their responsibility. ODOT, PBOT, large landowners like Union Pacific Railroad, they have and own the most visible land, and they are consistently refusing to clean up and care for their land. So that's item number 1. Item number 2 is that the city of Portland, the county, we used to do things that worked. And for some odd reason, we've stopped doing them. Several examples are, we used to have trash pickup once every week. Now we have trash pickup once every 2 weeks. We used to enforce anti-dumping and graffiti laws. We've stopped doing that. The other thing that we used to do is we used to do street sweeping. In the city of Portland, with over 12,000 blocks, we have a grand total of 1 functioning street sweeper.
Moscow says right now the city of Portland has things backwards.
We've made it easy, free, and without fear of penalty to do the wrong thing, and expensive and hard to access to do the right thing. In one of my articles prior, I've said that I could dump 20 bags of trash in Pioneer Square, drive off without fear of penalty. And I actually believe that to be true, based upon the Metro statistics for over 2,000 illegal dumps and a grand total of 1 fine.
We also heard from Ken Thrasher. He's the former CEO of Fred Meyer. Nowadays, he runs the Northwest Community Conservancy, a nonprofit that works on improving livability in the Pearl District. They work on getting people into shelters, providing security, and they run a hotline to report people in crisis and get them help. He says there are already a lot of other organizations doing good work downtown, like Portland Clean and Safe, Solve, and the neighborhood associations, and he's recommending they get more support and investment. He also says with such a big committee and so many ideas coming out of it, keeping track of everything and seeing how it works will be critical.
You've got 5 committees, getting all those into a strategic plan that is based on action and prioritized in a way that the monies that are available now can be spent wisely with some accountability and tracking of metrics. I think that's going to be critical as they look at moving it from the committee work to a final integrated implementation plan.
But he is optimistic it can be done.
What would happen if we did nothing? It would be really ugly. Really would be. We'd have a lot of tents and homeless people in the Pearl, but because of what we're doing, it's working. I think the same thing applies to the city and the governor's task force on the Central City. Is as long as we are being strategic with an implementation plan, that you can't do everything at once. You've got to prioritize this stuff and make sure you're taking on those things that you can get done quickly first, and then phase into those that take a little more time and need a little more money and investment. And some things you're gonna have to try and see if it works first before you invest a lot in it. So those might be pilots, but I'm always optimistic.
Thrasher also says the whole thing will need strong leadership, but with an all-new city government starting next year, there could be a big learning curve when it comes to implementing all of the task force's ideas. And that's a process we plan to follow every step of the way, starting with the announcement of those ideas on December 11th.